Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for a Lunch and Learn session as we take this opportunity to learn about all the important resources that are available to you as a member of the Down Syndrome Association. This month's Lunch and Learn features Kortney Price, Program Coordinator for TASK. Kortney will provide a short video for us as well as highlight TASK's mission and all that is provided to children and adults with Down syndrome and developmental disabilities.
The elevator pitch that I give people when they're like, what is TASK? And like, we are basically the why, but for individuals with special needs. So we offer sports, arts, life skills, all sorts of different programs for our kiddos through the year. And it is anyone with any sort of disability, special need, what have you. And it is right now ages 5 and up. But when there is enough interest, we do have a program that we'll do called Task Tykes. That's for younger than 5. But they're not in that younger than 5 very long. So that program only pops up when we have enough interest. Task was founded in 1996, which means we'll be 30 next year. And fun fact, I was there for the first camp in 1997. I have the shirt. It's a child small, but I was there. In 1996, Deb Friend, who was our founder, was a special adaptive PE teacher with special school district. And the parents at her school of her students kept asking where they could take their kids to play. Whether that be, baseball, soccer, those kinds of sports. Back then, there wasn't nearly as many opportunities as there are now. And so Deb really didn't have an answer. So she decided to make a place, and she put together a little t-ball league. I believe there were 24 participants, and all of which are in their 30s now, or 40s or 50s, and some of which still attend task events, which is very cool. But they played on a church baseball field that they borrowed. The picture is phenomenal of those. Like, there's a kid with his head on the ground. Like, there's kids looking every which way. It's chaos in the best sense. And so after t-ball ended, though, her parents looked at her and go, "So what's next?" And she's like, "Well, I guess we could do soccer." And so they did soccer. And then they said, "What's next?" And she's like, "Well, I guess we could do basketball." So they did basketball. And they just added and kept going. And now we offer, I believe it's over 36 to 40 programs a year. So we do 6-week sessions here, plus monthly events, plus bonus events. So you'll see in our 6-week session, we have, spring 1, spring 2, summer 1, summer 2, what have you. And in those, you'll see things like soccer, baseball, basketball, obviously. You'll see Zumba, which is a very big program here. Everybody loves Zumba. You'll see pickleball. We do floor hockey. Basically anything the kids really want to do. If we have enough interest, we'll try it out. Why not? So we currently have art programs that range from the basic arts and crafts type stuff to full on, like, here's how to sculpt, here's how to paint with acrylic on canvas. And then we have a theater program, which is excellent. We need to charge admission to this program. It is phenomenally funny. And so we have that program that runs twice a year. So in the fall, we have like a workshop that does skill building. Right now she's working on how to do things in character. So she'll play It's Simone Says, not Simon Says, it's Simone. And so like Simon will say, "Open a door," but Simone says you're exhausted. And so you have to do what Simone says, not just what Simon says. And so it's really, oh my gosh, it's hilarious. It is so funny. I can't even begin the things these kids come up with. And then every February we do a production as well. And so this coming year is going to be Alice in Wonderland, which is going to be very cool. I do all the backdrops. I'm the art teacher. Like, that's what I came in to do with art. So I do the backdrops and sets, and it's gonna be a really cool set this year. Not to like, pat myself on the back or anything. But also, so another one we do is cooking. And we do basic skill type things with that, as well as some of our more advanced friends who are making full on like burgers and fries from scratch, things like that. But we'll also do like how to build your lunch. What do you need in your lunch? How to, cut up strawberries and not destroy them, things like that. Gosh, we have so many programs. I already talked about Tykes. We also have social events, which are actually the original event I ran here before I was the art teacher. So these are once a month and they're separated by age group. And they could be anything, just whatever we feel like doing. And it's so fun. If you guys ever want to do bounce houses at Task, come to June, and after that, they're done. We're not going to have them anymore. Insurance on bounce houses is just, it's not great. So, we're working with, I'm trying to get something going with Upper Limits where we can get that place rented out for our guys, just to give them a space where they can still do that, but still in the works. So that one's coming up in June, but we'll do, oh my gosh, I recreated Diagon Alley and sent all the kids their Hogwarts letters, and they had to shop for their school supplies. We've done, Super Bowl party. We've done, I recreated Batu and sent them off to get their lightsabers and become Jedis and run missions against the bad guys. And we're doing a Jurassic Park theme. We're doing a Wicked themed one this year. I've done an ugly Christmas sweater party. We just, again, whatever we feel like. But if it's ever a movie theme, chances are we're going all in. That's kind of how we've ended up operating. But yeah, so those are once a month, and then except for in July. And then also we have 5 summer camps that we offer throughout the summer. These are based on age. Usually the age split is 14 and under and 15 and up. So one of the cool things though that I'm really excited about, especially in our June camps, is we're introducing half day option. So let's say your kid is going to summer school and then they don't have anywhere to go after that, or they still want to do summer camp with us. They can come in right after they get done with school and come in and do a half day of camp instead of doing the full day. So you don't have to pick anymore between those camps and summer school. And then we also have 3 camps in July, 2 of which are for our younger friends. The last one is for ages 18 and up. What used to be called after hours camp, because it was built for kids who were working, or adults who were working. Turns out the participants called it happy hour camp. And so I started serving mocktails. It was a whole thing, but now we've changed that. We've made it a whole day because that's what our participants really wanted. So that one's also coming up. So yeah, Task has grown quite a bit from those 24 kiddos playing on a field 30 years ago. And then I also wanted to talk real quick why we're different. Because now there are a ton of places that offer sport opportunities for kiddos with special needs. And the thing that, I think sets us apart is that we adapt our programming to the person. We don't expect anyone to fit our mold. So if a kiddo is coming in to play, well, we have baseball starting tomorrow, so they're coming in to play baseball. But they haven't figured out how to like basket catch the ball, like hold your hands out and grab it into your chest. Like we'll work with them. We'll drop it into their hands and get that motion going, and we'll work to get to the point where they can catch a ball. And if that's all we do for 6 weeks, we did it. And so we will work with them where they're at, because if you expect a kid who hasn't figured the catching motion out, you can't put them in the middle of a baseball game and say, go, and expect them to have fun and feel good about what they're doing and be successful. So we will adapt our program to whatever it is that we need to do. One of my favorite things we've done, one of our friends, he can't handle loud spaces that are crowded. So he was doing indoor soccer. It's just like, okay, let's figure this one out. And he would hang out in our sensory room for 80% of the program, and we'd let him go in there. We'd have a timer going. He'd come out, he'd hang out with us for as long as we could manage, and then we'd go back in for a little while. And we had it where the whole gym got kind of quiet. Like they were still chatty and talking, but we'd quiet down. He'd come out and get to come down and play in the game, for 2 minutes. And everybody was just so on board to be a little quieter for a few minutes. And I'm like, that's what makes Task amazing. I'm like, it's nothing that we do. It's everything like our parents and our kiddos do, because they are just the best people on the planet. And so, but yeah, so we'll adapt our program to wherever the person's at. And we turn this place, obviously, with the help of the parents and the kids and our volunteers, into a place that is accepting and safe. And so, a lot of times the parents will say, like, it's nice because they don't have to worry about what their kid's gonna do. They're not gonna do anything that's, first of all, gonna take us by surprise. Like, we've seen it all at this point. Like, we've had kids pull the fire alarm. You're nowhere near that. It doesn't matter what you do. You're nowhere near that. So, we create a space that's very accepting, very open, very relaxed. And when the kids are in this space, they can try something, they can fail, they can try again, they can fail, they can try again, and they can keep trying, building that skill, eventually succeeding, and then building confidence. And then in our philosophy, by helping them build these skills to build confidence, we're building their self-esteem. And so my goal is to enrich all areas of life through that building of confidence and self-esteem, but also, as a person who runs the social events, building that social circle, helping them make friends. My favorite part of my job I call it friendship matchmaker. And so I'm just like, ooh, you two are going to get along. And suddenly they're just together all the time. Like, I just put them in the same group on the same team. They're always together. And eventually they're like, fine, we'll be friends. And so that's really, I think, at its core what Task is about. Like, yes, we offer all these different programs and we do all these different things, but our goal is, creating that space for them. I have a video.
Stop. So that to have you come someplace like this, or even with these teachers at school, to say, boy, what a cute kid, or boy, what a fun kid, it disarms you and makes you feel good.
Oh, I think we lost sound.
Our deal here at TAS is to let kids know you can do it. Everyone's welcome here, which means that we have a wide variety of kids here with special needs. Every child has a place to play, but also that every child can feel a part of a team.
I love to be creative, and I'm going to be an artist someday.
Now we're ready to launch. Now we're ready to take all of the stuff we have and ultimately support and help as many people as we can.
It's a really good way to put things in perspective, just to see what they're going through and then the joy they bring. And it's impossible for it to not be contagious for us.
We have this wonderful 12 acres, and it's time to let the kids come out and play. How many more kids can't benefit
we are a very large volunteer-driven organization, so volunteering is very important. But also, donations is what helps us keep going. It's because of all the people.
I like tag so much, and I like playing soccer. I love tag. My favorite sport is bowling. I love John. I like swimming at path. We like path.
A big thank you, Kortney, to hopping on and chatting with us.